about getting to know her, you have to, you know, give her a birthday gift. You have to spray her, like, you know, show her that you're interested. Obviously, I'm just laughing in my head. I was like, whatever. So he's like, okay. So then, from the corner of my eye, yeah, I see the guy takes out his wallet. I'm still continuing my birthday. I'm still dancing with my friend. So he takes out the wallet, yeah. Then he takes out like a stack of cash, like a stack of notes. At the top, yeah, I just see 50s, yeah. But obviously, I'm just dancing. It's my birthday. I'm just doing what I, you know, celebrating my birthday. So he's just like, oh, princess, is it really your birthday? I was just like, yeah, like, literally, I have how many balloons that said birthday girl, and I had a badge that said birthday girl, so it's my birthday. He's like, nah, let me spray you. So as I said, guys, he had the wad of cash here, and I saw 50s, but it was a mixed bag. There was like 20s, 10s, 50s, but the top I could see was 50s. So then after I then sit down, yeah, let's use this, my eyelash package, yeah, as notes. So then he peels off a 50, then he sticks up my head. Obviously, I just peel it off my head. Then one of my other friends like, Zoki, I got my bag, yeah. How do you put the money there? Put the money there. Just give me the money. So I'm like, cool. So obviously, but I'm still acting like, I don't really care, like, whatever, So he puts the 50, I'm like, I kind of let it drop naturally. Then I gave one of my friends, she puts in her bag. He puts another 50, I let it drop. She puts in her bag. He puts another 50. I let it drop. She puts in her bag. He puts this. We're moving towards 200 now, yeah. He puts another 50. At this point, it's 200. He puts another 50. And my friend who first initiated, she's like, obviously, we're just like, but I'm still acting like, I think it's Money Fun. I don't even know what the song was. But I was obviously like, na. And whilst he's putting the 50s. So he's put the 50, I feel like when we got to 400, Uncle clocked that it's very easy to blow 50. He had only put 8 notes on me, and we're already at 400. So his Nigerian stinginess kicked in. So then he swapped it to, I think he swapped it to 20s, and I'll include the video here because one of my other friends recorded like towards the end. The way he was putting the money on my head was pissing me off, because you'll see in the video, yeah, he will literally get the note and boom, like slap it on my makeup, and then because obviously I'm sweating, it's hot, I'll have to peel it up. Initially when he was doing the 50s, it was just lying because I wasn't really sweating. If you keep putting something on my forehead, I'm gonna eventually start sweating and my makeup is gonna be smudged. So when he was putting the money, I was just like, obviously in my head I was like, oh, this is jarring, but I will not say nothing. I will not open my mouth to say stop, you know, because you're giving me free money. The money he was giving me had paid for that table. Even though I didn't fully pay for my table, everyone like chipped in, yeah. But the money that he had given me within like 5 minutes had paid for every single penny I spent. Well, not I spent, but was spent on that table. So I was like, okay, cool. So then, anyway, so he's putting the 20s or 10s. I don't even know what it was, but I'll include the videos where he's putting money. So guys, you know, before I was like, obviously I'm not interested, I'm not attracted to it. I thought, do you know what? This is a business opportunity. I never saw myself having a sugar daddy. But since the opportunity presented itself, I thought, let the will be done.
Hey guys, before I get started, I know the obvious question when you see this particular, when you watch the clip, okay? When you watch the brief edited clip, I want to assure you that I believe this to be a biological woman, okay? I believe this to be a biological woman from, you know, the motherland and shit, okay? That being said, her being a sugar baby, if that is actually true, is a sad state of affairs for the male side of the gender across the planet. I'm sorry, man. She looks fucked up, alright? And I couldn't understand a goddamn thing she said. And on top of that, you see the influence of Western culture in her behavior, maybe her dress to a certain degree, but definitely how she spoke. Well, now, every time I hear somebody telling a story, okay? Just, you know, FYI, this is a little training here. Every time I hear anybody telling a story and they use da 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 da, you know, they keep saying that shit, there's something sketchy going on. So, you know, I'm gonna call it, maybe she was just straight up involved in, she haggled with the guy, you know, some kind of prostitution went down. But yeah, whenever you hear somebody saying da 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 da, like to, you know, cut out certain parts of a story, there's something shady going on there. And this story was suspect as hell. And for some reason, I don't doubt it didn't happen and shit, but I just said, man, where the fuck was she at, man? She must have been in a goddamn penal colony that was occupied for mostly all men there or something, you know? Because this motherfucker looked like a chocolate Jabba the Hutt and shit, okay? With a bad freight wig on. And I don't know if she had a tongue piercing or something, but I could barely understand a goddamn thing she said, and it wasn't her accent. Alright, it wasn't just her accent. Either she fucking ignorant, she got a big ass tongue piercing or something. I didn't know what the fuck it was and shit. You see, the reason I'm showing this clip is not to denigrate her on her appearance, but we can't ignore it. Alright, we can't ignore it. The reason I'm making the clip is of this episode is because I want to push home the point that whenever you do some simp shit, okay, some epically simp shit like giving somebody like this money or tangibles in any fucking way of validating their existence, validating them and shit in an environment where they obviously don't belong and shit, you know, hate to be that way, it's a fucking win. It's a win for these females, these basic females. This is as basic as you can get. This is like a fucking Jurassic Park, you know, basic and shit, you know, not that she resembles a dinosaur or anything, but like, you know, in the movie they were taking the dinosaur cells from like, you know, opal and shit, you know, like jewels and shit in the earth, you know, she's like that damn basic. She's primal basic, cave woman basic, you know, I hate to say, you know. So anytime you do some shit like this, you validate one of these broads, you sleep with one of these motherfuckers, you walk around in public with one of these motherfucking sloppy ass looking women and shit, it's a Super Bowl level win and shit. They doing a victory lap, whether they want to admit it or not and shit. You go out in public with some sloppy, unwell put together chick, you know, fucked up etiquette chick, bad hygiene chick, you know, sloppy dressed, dirty, lint balls on the clothes, Shrek ass bitch. It's a win, and it's an epic loss for you. You can barely come back from that shit. I understand being a good person, you know, seeing somebody for their personality and shit, but they gotta meet you halfway, okay? They gotta meet you halfway. If you're two sloppy ass people, then fine, you know, fine. I ain't gonna shit on it, okay? But that's rare. That's a rare gem. You know, even I you know, think that's kind of cute. If you see two big fat sloppy ass motherfuckers cohabitating and shit without problems and shit, okay? This is usually not how it is, though. You usually got these dudes that just say, fuck it, I've given up. You know, I'm dating this, you know, sloppy ass bum bitch because I'm just tired of fighting her. I'm tired of going out there fighting the fight and shit to try to find a suitable life partner and shit. So I'll just settle. I think she'll be grateful because she's a sloppy looking piece of crap, and you know, she won't cheat on me because nobody will really want her and shit. And these are the chicks that are cheating on your ass. You know why? Because they're easy to put out and shit. They're happy for attention. They're happy for validation. Any little shit, you know, you give them a little bit of attention, they'll suck a golf ball through a fucking water hose and shit for you, you know? Get my drift? So, you know, going out with some sloppy looking shit like this is a Super Bowl level win that you cannot provide and shit, okay? Especially in this day and age of the, you know, the divesting and all this shit. You got women that look like this talking that trash about, you know, black men are dusties and this and that and other. Even if, you know, I'll put the link in the bottom so you can go look at, you know, the whole video where she's explaining her sugar baby story. And you tell me if it sounds plausible and shit. And if it is plausible, how does it make you feel as a guy watching this shit that some dude epically simped and you know, brought this chick's status up and shit, you know, like the women like to say. Most of you hear black women saying that, like raising up other women and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about raising up and shit? You know, I want to be clear about one thing. A lot of sisters, I want to be clear to you about one thing and shit, okay? Our community is going nowhere fucking fast and shit because of that ideology. You guys are always talking about raising somebody up and shit, but you ain't talking about building a goddamn thing together on any level, organic or otherwise, or even spiritually and shit. It's all about your baubles, your tangibles, okay? That's why this video exists. More than me being an asshole talking about that this bitch is ugly, a fat sloppy ass looking motherfucker. Look like goddamn Jabba the Hutt. Look like fucking Kool-Aid, man. Look like chocolate grimace and shit, man. Alright? So, you know, this is, well, fuck. You know, we'll call it Reality Bites Episode 2.